Hey guys, last time you tuned in to watch me cut this bob, and if you missed it, you can check out the link right here. But now we're going to turn this into this. So stay tuned while I show you how to do that. Hi guys, I'm Elyse Rocks, and welcome to Hair Tunes Light, raw, real, and diverse hair education where I help hairstylists become better hairstylists.
Okay guys, we are back in doing the foil of this beautiful bob and the expensive bob. So we're gonna go ahead and start her money piece, and this is just going back about 3/4 of an inch on the front of her head, and this is gonna go where the break starts. So when you see the break in the head is where the money piece is going to end. So I have this front piece, and I am going to take my first section. It's going to be a little tiny one, and I'm going to weave this out, and I'm using Magic's 10 in my lightener. And I'm going to do some weaves and some teases, because we want to keep it kind of rooted in the front. I'm going to use my board, and I am going to butter my board. I'm going to lay the hair on there, and I am going to lighten it. And I'm going to feather it up towards the top. Place another foil on top and fold it up. And I'm going to take my next section and I'm going to take this whole section and I'm going to tease it. And I'm going to butter my board. Lay the hair out there.
Hey guys, if you have any comments or questions or anything, it's really great if you leave them down below because it helps my channel grow and it helps with engagement, and then you get to see more of me, and then that's really amazing.
I'm going to move to the side. Putting an angle. I'm going to weave it. And give it a tease.
Okay, my friends, I'm going to do a little bit of voiceovers here because otherwise this is going to take for freaking ever. So we're just going to go in and feather these foils up. I'm using Magic's 10 Olaplex 21 volume. Yes, Magic's 10 uses a 21 volume as well.
And we're going to pivot off of this. And weave it out. And a light tease.
Hey guys, and if you don't mind, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't already. And if you don't mind, why don't you leave down in the comments and let me know where you found me at and how you found me and where you follow me at besides YouTube. And then we can engage more, and that would be amazing because it helps my channel grow.
And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And we're going to pivot to the front. I'm going to weave it and just do a light tease. Okay, so we're gonna keep this section from the point of the head to behind the ear. What really happens behind the scenes? Okay, so top of the head. Okay, so now we're just gonna bricklay this in the back.
So we are going to do some bricklaying here. So we're going to go like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, deep weaves. Going to do like a light tease. I wanted to speed this up for you guys because like it's a lot. So just going in and just feathering it up. Remember, we're going to color melt this out with some direct dyes. We're just going to fold it over once. Guys, this is a Dreamcatcher comb, and I've had this comb for like ever, and I'm obsessed with it, and I do everything with it. I'm like, where is my pink comb? Give me my pink comb. I'm just talking to the girls in the salon right now, so I kind of just like muted all of this because I was also working while I did this video. This was for a Magix 10 takeover that I did, and I filmed it, the prep of the model that I needed to do for you all.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take a straight parting all the way across. And I'm gonna do 3 here. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. So in a bricklay pattern. So we'll do our middle one. The whole jobberoo. So now I want to bricklay this, so I'm going to put 2 here.
Let's talk about the bricklay. So bricklaying, you know how bricks lay like the middle of the one lays on the other. So you're going to have more of a seamless look when you're doing the bricklay sections. It comes out much prettier and it does much more full coverage on the back of the head. So also see, I also pre-fold my foils. So they're already ready to rock and roll. I don't have to wrap them around a comb. I fold them about 1 inch over, and these are just Reynolds foils. So I'm going to continue this bricklay fashion up the back of the head till we get to the tippy top. That little corner that we'll have left on the top of the head, I'm going to brush it up for a seamless look towards the top of the head. And so we have to do less like rooting, even though we're going to root the whole damn thing anyway. So when it fades off, we still want it to look pretty because we are going to use a direct dye. And direct dyes go in and they directly come out. And we are going to be using a direct dye in a natural tone. So we're going to actually make this darker. So why are we highlighting it, right? I mean, of course, we could do this with like oxidative color, but I don't know. I much rather remove direct dyes sometimes than I would oxidative color. I know I can get it out a lot easier. So there's that reason. Number 2 is some hair is overcompromised and it will hold better a direct dye. Also, why not? I mean, direct dyes are fun to work with, and so let's do it. And the first company to come out with an entire line of natural tones for direct dyes. Like, we've all been asking for it, and now it's here, guys. So I can't wait to show you how I work with it. And we have to open up the cuticle because there's no oxidation. That was what I was getting at. There's no oxidation required for direct dye. So we have to open up the cuticle, and so we have to use lightener. So there's so many reasons that you can use it. You can also use it as a color bomb. So many reasons, guys. Okay, so we're getting to the top of the head, and so I'm just going to do a deep weave here, and I am just going to do like the teasy thing, and then I'm going to get in there with my board, and I'm going to feather it up just like I've been doing on like all the other foils, just to make sure it's super blendy. You can butter your board, you can paint the other side of the hair before you lay it down, you can do all the things. So just working it, feathering it, you see I twist my brush back around all the way up and down. So just folding it up once and then crinkling the edges over. Now we're going to go to the sides, guys, and I'm going to speed this up. So I'm going to talk, and we are just going to do weaves up the side of the head and horizontal. Now you are going to get more bang for your buck doing your foils this way than you are vertical, but you're also not going to get as much dimension. So you're going to get more show, less dimension if you do them vertically versus horizontally. So horizontally up and down. So here you can see I'm going to use my board because I need to push. I'm going to turn the brush. I'm going to feather it up and then just push it in there. So horizontally you're going to get, which is straight, like the horizon, you're going to get more bang for your buck. You're going to get more visible highlights. Where if you go vertically up and down, you are going to get more dimension and more of a stripey effect. So that's why sometimes people go in between and they go like on an angle. So a lot of times when we go onto the sides here, I will pivot and go around, but we're just going straight up the head because I want the most bang for my buck. Because when I go into my direct eyes, I'm going to show you guys how I tilt my brush and my color to create dimension and work it like a painting on the head. So we're going to do it on one side, and I'm going to just blaze up the side of the head, and I kind of like just made like a little weave on the top here, like a zigzag parting on the top, just because I'm going to want that to be more natural on the top. So now I'm going to do the same damn thing on the other side. I'm going to go in, I'm going to weed it, and I'm going to brush it up towards the top, and I'm going to brush it down, and I'm going to spin it all around. Guys, again, if you guys like and enjoy my content, don't forget I got all kinds of links in the bios. And Lifestyles Coaching is starting soon. And that's about, I teach hairstylists how to like build like more awesome lives behind the chair and make more money while you do it. So it's really amazing, and you're going to get one-on-one coaching with me. And we're also going to have all kinds of amazing education with hair as well. And it is going to be so awesome. I'm so excited about it. So you guys can click the link in the bio and get on the wait list with that. Or you guys can check out all the awesome free content that I share with each and every one of my wonderful stylist family each and every day on the Instagram, the YouTube shorts, the Facebook, wherever you like to hang out. So I'm sure you guys probably like to hang out here. So we got the shorts going on. So, okay, guys, we're nearing the top of the head. So if this was a real person, I would let this process. I would stop and I would rinse and I would stop oxidation with Malibu CDX. I would do her Olaplex number 2 because I'm not going to shampoo her after direct dye. So, like, you could use this as, if this was green, blue, we're going to do this in browns. And so you can do this in any shades that you want with Magic's 10 Pure Shades. I didn't show the mixing bits on here, but as you can see, I weave that top section. I'm just grabbing little bits on the top, and I'm just going to tease that down because I just want that really natural look. I don't want to see any roots on this girl. We are like in the lived-in age, and we want to keep it there. So, guys, we're coming on day 2 right up here, so stay tuned. Okay, friends, so here is our final result of our highlights. So now I'm going to go ahead and put the Pure Shades on it. And I have 3 concoctions going on here in the bowls. I have one with obsidian and cat's eye, one with topaz and cat's eye, and one with moonstone and topaz. It's Energy Mousse. I remembered it all. Okay, so we're gonna use the darker color as sort of our root shadow, and we are going to bring the topaz down into that and blend the 2 colors together to create a secondary tone. Can I have my pink comb? So I do have it sectioned off into 4 sections. And this is just going right over the highlight, and so the Pure Shades is not going to take on the natural hair. It will only take on the highlighted area. So if you put it all over the head, it doesn't really matter because it's not really going to take in the areas that aren't lifted. And I'm just going to give that a comb through. So did you guys see what I was doing there? I was standing back and I was looking and I was going, do I like that? Do I not like that? I didn't like it, so I fixed it, right? It's a visual thing, not only an application thing, a super visual thing. So this is the Magic 10 Pure shades. I mix like topaz. I know in here I tell you what it is. This is some old content and I've just been lazy and haven't put it together. But I'm putting the darker shade. I'm melting it into a medium shade. This is a brunette, guys. This is not some blondie here. We made her blonde just so the direct dyes will get accepted. And you can keep this blonde. They'll fade off. She'll become a blonde again. Or she can come back in and you can reapply this dark tone. It's all in what you want to do. You can use this in a gloss. You could do it in a gloss. You could do it. I just wanted to show what the possibilities are with these Magic's direct dyes in natural tones. And they have like, I think like 12, 13 shades, which is so awesome. You guys also notice I constantly am wiping my hands down because you don't want the cross contamination. You don't want to put dark spots where you're putting light spots and all that kind of stuff. So these are some pretty dark colors that I'm doing, as you can see in the beginning shot of what we are going for. So when I do like to alternate like a higher tone on one section and then my next section, I'll bring that darker tone down farther than the one before. So guys, just remember to alternate. It's all a visual thing. It'll look amazing when you're done. Believe me, especially when you're curling the hair, all the things come out and they create all these swirly colors. And as you can see, I just directed the hair all the way to the left to create depth in the middle. So when you create over direction, it creates depth. So as I moved the hair to the left when I painted that dark stuff on. So as you can see, I am cruising. I am not applying this to wet hair. I am applying it to dry hair. It takes way better. Now I do mix the direct dyes with the Caravage mousse. I don't use a lot, just maybe like a, and if you guys have used it before, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just like a little squirt of it just to kind of like make it be more fluid. Now saturation is key, and I always make sure that the hair is combed out smoothly. I may have a couple of brushes or combs laying around just to make sure. Now you see I brought that dark one down really far. Sorry guys, I see as I go and I got to just bring it up when I see it, even though it might squirrel me away from what I'm talking about. I brought that one down really far because I want to add dimension. The dark hair makes the light hair pop, right? So we are going to let a light piece hang over that. So if I put the light piece on the light piece on the light piece, the only thing you're going to see is light, right? So I want to bring that dark down really, really far. So shifting the hair, creating different shifts will create elevations. Dark going down farther, and then the light on the one before will create other shifts as well. And sorry, I didn't edit out every hand wipe, guys, but I just couldn't. So here we're getting to the back of the head. See, I'm just touching just a little bit of the dark, and then I'm going to go in with this medium shade all the way down. I'm not even going to touch it with the light one. Wiping the hands, like I said, no cross contamination, checking the underneath. I could see I missed a spot. So I got to get in there and get it because we don't want any spots missed. So getting to that last section, I'm just sectioning things away, keeping things nice and tidy. So now I'm going to bring down the middle a little bit deeper, and then I work the lighter colors just a little bit higher on the sides. I'm creating visual depth a lot when I do this. Okay, everybody finally left. So I'm just gonna go in with my darker mixture at the root. And I like to keep an angle back. And mix it into our secondary color. Then we're gonna go for our next section. And I'm gonna do these on angle diagonal backs. And now when it comes to this little front piece, I'm just gonna tip in some lighter piece.
Taking another angle back section. Keeping the dip in here, the angle back. This one, I'm gonna do an angle back as well, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a highlighted piece in here just to give a little bit of dimension to the color. Just little clips in my way. Keeping the dip. Now remember, we did do TZ foil, and like I said, this will not take on the natural colored hair. And if it does, it'll wash off in like one shampoo. I'm gonna come in with my darker tone here and bring this down, all on an angle. I'm just bringing a couple of those lighter pieces in there. I'm gonna give it a comb through. And this will be like her veil, so we're gonna go with a little bit of darker color on the top. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side.
Hi, I'm back. What's up, guys? Okay, we're going to do this other side. I'm just going to do it exactly like the other side. I kind of didn't take enough hair, so now I'm going to drop this down. I'm going to come back and I'm going to grab more hair. Because we want to keep that front section out because we want it to pop a little bit more against this. So I'm going to create more depth behind this section. So I'm going to take my darker pieces lower. I'm going to comb them through and make sure that all the saturation is there. Because remember, saturation is key. Don't be skimpy. When I see vivid color that like has really, I could tell in a second when your saturation's off. It's just visually, I can tell in 2 seconds, like your saturation's off 100%. This is going to come out shining like a diamond because my saturation is on point. It is all over my floor. It's a mess. So we're just going to carry this all the way on through the top and making sure it is saturated.
So I had to go mix more. So I do write down how many pumps I put of each in. And this one was like 5 pumps of topaz to 2 pumps of cat's eye to a golf ball size of foam. So if you guys want to learn more about how I mix my stuff, I do have an online school where I teach more in-depth stuff about this kind of techniques. And the link is in the description. Okay, so we're still taking diagonal backs. Now I'm going to bring this down with that light piece that I did on the other one. Just hit a little bit of topaz right here. Marrying those 2 colors together. I'm going to give it a comb. Just lay that right there. I like to put like different tones in there just to give it like a little bit of a different kind of look. Just kind of make it like when they curl it, it'll give them different kind of hints of color. Okay, so this is the top piece in the veil. And we are going to go in with the topaz mixture and with the cat's eye. The cat's eye is a really beautiful warm color. I'm going to give it a comb. Okay friends, now we're getting to the front piece and this is the fun part. So I'm just gonna turn her forward and I am going to paint everything forward. I'm sure you guys have seen me do this before, but we'll do it again. So we're gonna go ahead and just clip off her front money piece section and just put that right up over here. And so I'm gonna do her sides and we're gonna keep them kind of just a little bit sparkly blonde around the edges, okay? So we're gonna go forward with all of the dark colors. So let me give her a turn here. And so I am going to just tap her right here. We're gonna bring this forward and just tap her root. I'm going to bring a little bit of the topaz as a mid-tone. And then I'm going to hit those ends with that light color. Just a little bit. I'm going to give it a comb through. Okay. Okay, now we're going to get to these front pieces. And we're going to leave this other side piece out here. We'll do that in another section. Okay, so since I foiled it like this, I am going to color it like this. So I'm going to take my front section, just lightly place that over there. I did wait and get some foils just to lay it underneath here because I'm making a mess of my girl's face. Just feather that up into there. Working this side to side helps penetrate the hair. I'm sure I will have said that 100 times in this video. And that's okay if you smudge something like that, just work it out. Work it out, friends. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on again. I just wanna work this with my fingers. These two tones here. And then I'm gonna hit it with the really, really light moonstone at the ends. Just to give her that little flare. Let me get my comb. Comb it through. Now I'm gonna put my foil there after I clean her forehead. My little lady's a mess. And now we're gonna do this last section right here on the bang, pulling it forward again. I do keep a clean comb and a dirty comb on my station. As you can tell, I have a black comb and a pink comb. So I do like to keep those handy. And I'm going to bring this forward even more for depth. I like to fix up anything that I see that isn't blending nice. I'm coming back in here with my secondary color. I just want that little pop on the first one, because this is a brunette. This isn't like a blazing blonde here, guys. So now I'm just going to comb this through. Okay, and now we're going to hit this side. So as you can see how the tones are already starting to work through here. They're looking gorgeous. I just don't like the saturation right there, so I'm going to fix it. So now I am going to just hit around the face. And hit this side forward. And always just carry it forward. creates depth behind this little shadow of lightness. I'm going to come in with my topaz. And I'm just going to hit those ends with the really super light color. And that's it, guys. That's the application to this. It's like a color melt, but with direct dyes. There you go, guys. That is the application to this. It's like a color melt with direct dyes, so you can see all the colors melting together and see how they just kind of work together in that fashion and how you're going to get this beautiful gradient of color. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you the after all of this. And yes, I do have a change of clothes because it's the second day. Okay, guys, we'll see you soon.
And if you guys made it through this whole damn thing, congratulations. Here's the before and here's the after in my salon. Guys, look how freaking gorgeous this is. Guys, if you want to try out Magix 10, click down in the description, and there is a link in the bio down in there someplace to try it. Guys, look how freaking awesome this came out. Didn't it come out beautiful? If you guys are more interested, I have another class coming up in September. It's about probably cinnamon spice and all the things nice. Guys, don't forget to like, share, and follow. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out this one right here. And don't forget to follow me on all the social medias. Guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the ding dong. Bye, guys.